I'm here to talk to you today about Usborne's brand new leveled readers. These run levels 1 through 4, so there's a lot of variety in the series. How do you know if your kids are ready for these? Well, there's a couple ways you can tell. First, if you already have leveled readers from some of the other companies or brands that create these types of books, Usborne's books are going to run parallel with those levels, so you'll know your child's ready. These also span from about first grade through third grade. Of course, that all depends on your child's confidence level, their reading experience. If we're talking about how these blend with Usborne's other reading products, you can also think about whether your child is nearing the end of My First Reading Library. If they are, you can start layering these books in. And levels 1 and 2 would be great overlap with Usborne's Phonics Reader series as well. So let's talk a little bit more about the actual books. Like I said, there's 4 levels to them. What I love, one of the things, is that there's a broad range of types of stories. So you have How the Zebra Got Its Stripes, a fable that's really fun and lighthearted. We also have some great nonfiction books in the reading levels. So this one's Penguins. It was really cute, and I always tell people Usborne's nonfictions are packed with information. I learn something every time I read them. I never knew that penguins got out of the water by shooting themselves out like little rockets until I read this book yesterday. There's also really fun adaptations of different classics. So here we have a really simple one like the Billy Goat's Gruff, and as you get into level 4, you'll have The Secret Garden and Heidi, for example, to start to get your kids ready to read the classics. So that's the range of levels that you'll see in the books. Of course, they get more complex. If we look at a level 1, we see that there's not many words per page, so these are not daunting to read at all. Of course, as you move up through the levels, you're going to get more words per page until you get to, say, level 4, where you start to have actual chapters. That you see some chapters in some of the level 3 books as well. But obviously, kids will take a little bit longer to work through these. This is the final level when they're ready to step to chapter books. So that's the range of them. Another thing that I love about these books is the range of illustration styles. So they're not all the same. We have, for example, Under the Ground in level 1. So kind of the illustrations that you think of as typical kids book illustrations. This one's really cute. The kids, spoiler alert, wind up digging all the way to the center of the earth and to the other side, and they find out what's on each different layer. But cute, bright, colorful illustrations. We have some like On the Farm. I love these illustrations. They're kind of sweet and a little bit nostalgic, look a little bit like crayon strokes on some of the pages, but really, really beautiful illustrations. The nonfiction ones, the penguin one is just beautiful. It almost looks like photography, so a ton of good illustration work goes into this. And then there's some that are just so cute and funny. So the Billy Goat's Gruff is an adorable story. I read it actually to my husband. I made him listen to it the other day, and we were both giggling at some of the touches that Usborne has added to this adaptation. So hopefully that tells you a little bit more about these books. One of the wonderful things is that they're only $3.99 a piece. So these are great stocking stuffers if Christmas is coming up. They're great small gifts if you have a friend and you're maybe visiting and you want to bring a book. And they're also inexpensive, so you can easily build a leveled reading library for your children. Hope that helps as you're thinking about the leveled readers.